This is the Sony EX1 camera. It records on S/S cards, which are available for checkout from the Media Services Help Desk. To start, you're going to want to load your media in the card door. As you see, they are marked A and B. It really doesn't matter which one you put it in. Just know that the camera is going to record on A first, and once the card of A is full, it'll automatically switch over to B. So for a long shoot, if you're shooting like a concert or something, it's good to have two cards in there because it'll automatically switch over for you and you won't lose any time. The card is loaded, so now we go ahead and turn it on. It's turned on from the back underneath the viewer with this switch. You're going to switch it to camera. While the camera turns on, you need to know that you're going to have to format your media in order for it to record on this camera. You have to format your media because it tells the card exactly what format the camera will be recording footage onto the card. To make sure that your card and your camera line up, you're going to use this menu button and this slider to select through your menus. Start by pushing the menu button, and then on the menu, slide down to the bottom. Click on this menu, and you click by pushing down on the slider. Scroll all the way down until you see Format Media. You're going to click that, and it'll say Media A or Media B. Currently we only have Media B because there's no card in slot A. Therefore we are going to format Media B. And then you're going to click Execute. And you'll see a percentage of how long or how far along the formatting of the cards is. After it's done, you're ready to shoot, so go ahead and push the menu button to return to your normal interface. And then you're ready to shoot. Several features of this camera. It's got a manual focus. It's got a manual zoom. It's also got a zoom on the handle and a zoom up top. It also has an iris ring where you can manually set the aperture of your lens to be either open or closed. To hook up a mic to it, there's two audio channels to the Sony EX1. They're both XLR connections if you're going to use external mics. So if this is channel 1 and this one's channel 2. So you're going to plug the lavalier mic into channel 1. And then on the back, you'll see that it says channel 1 and channel 2. Now you're going to make sure that there's two different settings. There's an exterior and an interior mic. The interior is the camera mic. So if you have a microphone plugged into channel 1, you're going to want to make sure that you have this on exterior in order for it to read that there's an exterior mic. Also, the auto/manual refers to your levels, how hot your sound is being recorded. If you have it on manual, you will be able to use these knobs here to select just how sensitive you want your microphone to be. In order to plug this camera in, you simply take this battery charger, which comes with the camera kit. This power cord gets plugged into the back here, like that. This gets plugged into the wall. And then this hookup goes into the DC in into the camera. If you wanted to charge the battery, And then you're going to hit the battery release, which is right here on the side. Take the battery out, and then hook it into the battery charger. Like that. Another cool feature of these batteries is that there's a battery indicator on top where you can push this check button and it'll show you how full the battery is. It's handy to have. Okay, several outputs that this camera has. It's got under this here, it has an HDMI, has an AV, and it has a component out. If you were going to plug in headphones, on the side of the viewfinder, right there, you can see that there's a headphone hookup. And then the last feature that I'm going to show you on this camera is if you're looking at it this way, right underneath the handle, there's a mini USB port, which is very helpful for hooking it up to the camera. The Sony EX1 camera, kind of annoying. When you do your editing, you're going to have to make sure that you run it through the Sony EX1 compression software to take it from the Sony EX1 and into the computer into a different format than what it was shot on. This makes the files usable and available for editing. And that is the Sony EX1 camera.